I'm Tricia Elliott, I'm 53. I've been a hearing aid user for 5 years. I am a financial advisor, so I talk to people a lot. And I have 2 teenage children still at home. One's about to go to university, so I'm facing losing my girl, and the other one's doing his GCSEs. I first noticed I had a problem about 6 years ago. I was in meetings and softly spoken people were really hard to hear. I was having to focus really hard on what they were saying, and so meetings were very hard work, and I realised I needed to do something about that. I didn't want to be that person who was always saying, "Pardon, what?" So I went to Boots, I had my hearing tested, and I bought myself some hearing aids at the end of 2011. I use Boots for my glasses. I always got my prescription glasses from Boots. So I thought I want to go to a name I trust, and they're offering free hearing tests. So I initially went because I wanted to see how bad my hearing was. So I had the test and I realised that it needed some attention. I could have managed without hearing aids, maybe, but I was finding life really difficult, especially in those meetings. So I decided, no, we'll do this, and I bought my hearing aids. I already knew I had a problem, so I think accepting that I had a problem with my hearing wasn't an issue. I'd seen my father denying his problem with his hearing for so long. He would complain that everybody around him mumbles. At home, frequently I would mishear what people tell me. With young children's voices especially, they have quite a high-pitched voice, and that's the range of hearing I was missing. So I would frequently be misunderstanding what was going on. The lady I spoke to, and the lady who dealt with me, her name was Jessica, she was really understanding. Also, I'm quite young to have hearing aids. I'm 53 is quite young. I'm about 10 years ahead of the game because of my bad genes. And she understood that, and she understood that I might be self-conscious about it, and also I might have some barriers to wanting those hearing aids. As it is, I didn't really mind at all. I knew it would be better to deal with the problem than to try and ignore it and live a life of not hearing properly. When I bought the hearing aids, I was concerned about cost. I was also concerned about how they would look, and I was worried at the time about how they would last, whether they would be reliable. So those were my main concerns. The hearing aids I purchased were small. They weren't a bright colour. I wanted something fairly neutral so that if people did catch sight, it wouldn't just glare at them. So that was fine, and I was quite happy with the look, and also with hair, it doesn't show. The hearing aids do cost money. It's worked out at about £5 a week. So yes, very good value for money when you think of it in those terms. So if they last 5 years, and my old hearing aids have still got life in them, then yes, it's not a massive cost. I see it as a cost of running me. I see it as a maintenance cost of keeping me involved in life, to prevent me from becoming isolated because I can't hear. I went into the Boots branch to get my new hearing aids. The consultation room is really quiet. So I had my hearing aids fitted. Yes, I could hear the hearing aid audiologist who fitted them for me. But when I walked out of that room with my hearing aids in, and I walked through the middle of a very busy Boots branch, and it was in the lead up to Christmas. There's Christmas music going on in the background. The place was buzzing with activity and noise, and I heard it. And it took me back to being in my 20s in a Boots branch, because that's the last time I had hearing so good.